Today we're talking about perceived failure, and it's important to talk about this because most of us are going to face this reality during our manifestation journey. This is part of us becoming the version that we want to be. You are working on your self-concept, you're building yourself up, you're becoming that confident self that you want to be. And then suddenly you notice that either nothing's changing or the opposite is being manifested in your reality. And this may sound weird, but it's more common than you may think. It feels like a test sometimes, and in many ways it is, because it's going to decide whether you really are that new version of yourself or you are still thinking as the old version that you have been. Okay, and that's what we are talking about today. But before I get into it, hello everyone. If you're new here, my name is Elle. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box. The information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. Imagine I would come here to you guys and tell you that since I have been working on my self-concept, becoming my most confident self, clearing the limiting beliefs and prioritizing myself, choosing myself, a lot of things in my life started going wrong. Maybe my SP left me or blocked me. Maybe I lost my job or I lost money. So a lot of things started happening that wasn't exactly what I had in mind. But for me to think that the connection there is that I have been working on my self-concept. I have been, working on becoming the best version of myself would be silly, because what bad could come from you becoming the version of you that you deserve to be, thinking about yourself as someone with standards, someone who deserves to be respected, someone who has a voice. It's quite sad when people think that way because they are in such a state of lack, such a state of victimhood, that they can't recognize when they are in their power, when they have a choice. Nothing bad can come from you becoming your most confident self, your most amazing self, your most magnetic self, when you are clearing out your limiting beliefs, when you are finally saying to yourself, you know what, all of those thoughts that I'm not enough, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not chosen, they do not belong to me. And I am now deciding who I am, when you are taking your power back. Nothing bad can come from that. So the reason why you are experiencing the opposite has to be a different one. First, I have to say something. If you are noticing that the 3D isn't what you are aligned with, and this is about being completely honest with yourself. If you understand, in my inner world, I have changed. I'm not going through ups and downs. I'm not doubting myself. I'm not thinking about what I don't want to experience. I'm not fearing it. Okay, it's not haunting me. When you are aligned with something else and you are noticing that the 3D is the opposite of who you are, congratulations, well done. Because before, you would not notice that. Before, you would not act the way that you are acting, the way that you are thinking. Right now, you are saying, this doesn't belong to me. This is not part of who I am. This is not part of my reality. So why does this happen? Why sometimes we have to face the opposite of what we want? Our subconscious mind is filled with information about who we are, our assumptions, our beliefs, and it basically sustains our personal reality, okay? How things work in our dynamics, in our relationships. And imagine that while you are working on yourself, you are saying, for example, I am a very confident person. I know exactly what I do. I am always trustful. I always achieve my goals. You have all of these beliefs that you are imprinting in your subconscious mind. But up to now, that was not your reality. You were insecure. You did not believe in yourself. You didn't know how to trust. So now you have two opposite beliefs in your subconscious mind. One has to become the dominant one, right? So you get confronted with a certain opposite reality that what you want, you get a chance to reassure who you really are. You have a chance to show yourself in the universe, consciousness, that this is the person that you really are, the confident one, the trustful one. And many people end up failing this test because they go back to the version of them that they used to be. They start thinking from that reality. I'm not confident. I am insecure. I don't know how to trust. They get afraid of whatever is happening in front of them. But this is how you show yourself that you have changed. This is, in my opinion, a very interesting part, because here you are going to figure out whether you have been doing the work for you or you are using yourself as means to an end. You are doing the work because you want to achieve something. So your priority, your number one, is your desire, okay? Because when you are your priority, when you have been doing this for you, you should notice that there is a difference between the person that you are right now and the person that you used to be. Okay, at least some difference. You don't have to be 100% perfect, but you're noticing, oh, I am reacting differently. I am thinking differently. I'm feeling differently. It's telling you that you are honoring all of the change that you have made. Okay, that you are holding on to those things that you have been working for. And the things that you are not seeing difference, it is a process. So you have to persist in that mindset. You have to persist in embodying that version of you that you want to be, so that it becomes natural to you to act, to think, to see life through that version of you. Basically, what your subconscious mind is saying is, you have been telling me that you are all of these things. So let's see who you really are, okay? Because I want to create the reality that you want to have. But you have to embody that version of you that you are telling me that you are. And if you are that person, if you are that version, you are going to react differently to those things. This is not uncommon. This is called a purge. Whenever you have two opposite beliefs in your subconscious mind, one has to lead. Which one is going to lead your life? The one that says the truth about who you are. So you are always going to express the version of you that you are embodying. So how you react to something says something about the person that you are, your state of consciousness, your beliefs, your assumptions about yourself and others. You don't have to fear purge. It's nothing negative, okay? It's just revealing to you the version that you are embodying, the state that you are inhabiting. So I find them quite enlightening, because you become clear of where you have already changed and what kind of things you still have to work on. Can you fail that test? You can. When you decide that you are going to see life, to react, to think from that version of you that you actually don't want to be, that you actually want to overcome. But more tests are going to come, okay? And you have to be prepared for them. You have to understand, this is just for me to realize who I am. Have I changed? What kind of version am I being? Am I embodying? You can't forget, we are shifting every second of our lives. Whatever you focus on decides which reality you are going to experience. Who would you be if you were in that perfect relationship, if you had that perfect life, if you were a very healthy person? How would you think about life? How would you feel about yourself and your life? So those are things that you can embody right now, even though you don't have that person, even though you don't have the money or the job, even though you are not the healthiest version of yourself. Those are things that you can embody, because it's not just about that relationship or that job or that money. It's about how you are perceiving life. Are you perceiving it from the side of abundance, or are you perceiving it from the side of lack? Your self-concept is what is going to carry you through the middle, and the middle can be messy, because we are purging things that we have been carrying with us but don't suit us anymore. This is a moment where you should not be triggered. You should act from the version of you that you want to be. It is also going to show you where your faith lies, okay? In yourself or in the 3D. Where are you looking for validation? In who you are or in what is happening in the 3D? Because whatever is happening in the 3D can be part of your success if you make it mean that. There are extreme situations that can happen, and I know, thinking about it, we don't want to go through it. But if your SP gets into a third-party situation, or you lose your job, or you lose money, all of these things can pave your success, because maybe this is the person who is going to show them that they want to be with you, that you are exactly the one that they want. Maybe that company that rejected you is going to realize, man, that candidate was actually the best option, so let's offer them more money. Or maybe through losing money or in whatever situation, really, this is what drives you to become more than you could ever think you could be. Part of this really is releasing control. You choose the destination. You choose the wish fulfilled. Now allow your higher self, the universe, consciousness, to guide you there without judging, without bringing lack into this, focusing on becoming that version of yourself who can be okay, who is in control over who they are, who is grounded, and who can deal with everything, okay? That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye-bye.